What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
So I've been seeing a lot of people saying that Nintendo couldn't officially announce the Nintendo Switch 2 this year because that would kill its holiday sales for the regular Switch. And honestly, that's not really true. Like, the Switch is a monster. And we have been talking about Switch 2 every day for the last year. And people are still buying Switches. People are still buying Switch games. If Nintendo announces a Switch 2 today that doesn't come out until next year, people are still going to buy Switches. Because the people that don't own a Switch are not the same people that's going to buy a Switch 2 day one. Like, if they waited this long to buy a Switch, they're definitely not going to buy a Switch 2 at launch. They're not. It's not the same audience. And the crazy part is, and I've said this months ago, even if Nintendo were to announce a Switch 2 today and it didn't come out until next year, all they have to do is put a price drop on the regular Switch, which has yet to have one, or come out with some little cool collector's edition or something like that. And even the people that are waiting for a Switch 2 may still even buy a regular Switch just because of some kind of color variation, or just because it's cheaper, or anything like that. The Switch isn't in the same situation as the Wii U, and even really as the Wii was before the Wii U. Now, the difference here between the Switch and the Wii is that how Nintendo fans feel about the Switch and how Nintendo fans felt about the Wii are completely different. Most Nintendo fans are pretty satisfied with the Switch. With the Wii, it was split. Whether it was people that really hated the graphics or it was people that really hated the motion controls, it was split. It was mixed. The Switch is a unanimous success for Nintendo fans. So it's not the same thing. They could announce the Switch 2 today. They could announce the Switch 2 today, have it not come out until the end of next year, and the regular Switch would still sell. The sales still wouldn't fall off the cliff, because the Switch is a different beast, and they already set themselves up for more sales because there still has yet to be a freaking price drop, and they're still coming out with new games for the system, from whether it's from Nintendo or whether it's impossible ports from third parties. Well, like I told you guys in that video last year, here's the president of Nintendo confirming exactly what I said. He says, I can't say it doesn't exist at all, but the Switch is already in its 8th year since launch. I don't think the presence or absence of a successor will have much impact on customers who are purchasing it at this timing, meaning the holidays. So it says, essentially saying that people buying a Nintendo Switch so late in its lifespan aren't going to care about the idea of a successor coming out next year because they've already waited 8 years to buy the current system. Like I said before, it's not the same audience. The president of Nintendo is pretty much telling you, we can announce the Switch 2 whenever we feel like it, homie. Have that seat and wait. That's pretty much what he's telling you here. They can announce the Switch 2 anytime they feel like it. It don't matter if it's close to Christmas. The system that's out has been out so long that it doesn't matter. And even let's say that it did affect some sales. Even in that, idea, it's still not a negative for Nintendo. How is it a negative for Nintendo if someone held off buying a system that's been out nearly 8 years at the same price? Oh, I'm not going to buy this year. I'm going to wait for the new system next year that costs even more money. The money's still going to Nintendo. The purchase is still going to be adding to the Switch 2's new user base. If anything, they would want someone to buy the Switch 2 over the Switch. It costs more money and it's going to bolster their brand new install base. Nintendo can announce the Switch 2 anytime between now and March 31st. No day is off the table.